I'm Stacie Vanags. I'm the host of the Salted Spirit podcast. And you're here at Tequila Farm. This is a property fixer-upper my husband and I recently purchased in the beautiful city of Ventura, California. And this is Salted Carmela, my 1985 Vanagon, and my mobile studios. Honeybush and elderberry, chaga mushrooms, cloves, and cedar tips. I have really loved serving tea just because it's like a vehicle for storytelling and conversation, honestly, you know? It's just kind of a lifelong learning process because there's always so much to learn about plant medicine, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Cheers. Thank you.
I also host women's wellness events. I call them Wellness for Water Women. So it's really all about keeping water women well, mentally, physically, spiritually, having conversations around different topics of wellness. I focus on mental health. So I've worked in the corporate world for my entire adult career, going on 18 years. And it's been amazing in mental health, working with companies, organizations, employers to educate them about mental health and how to use it and breaking down stigma. So also surprising when I started the podcast, just because I really fell in love with surfing and wanted to connect with other water women, it naturally evolved to somehow incorporate conversations about mental health and how the water was really healing, whether it was stress or depression or miscarriages, divorce, cancer. I've interviewed almost 70 women from all over the world, and very organically they all have stories about how getting in the water has helped heal them or keep them well. I wanted to activate other women, inspire them to take a stand for the oceans, have a voice, feel confident speaking, whether it's at city council meetings or speaking up on local policy for plastic pollution. So I feel like the more we keep ourselves well as women of the water and protectors of the water, the more we can actually keep these beautiful natural resources healthy. The word wellness means something different to all of us. I think of this silly analogy. I'm holding this cup, but it's ensuring my cup is always full so I can lift other people up. It's really taking care of yourself first, and whatever that means for you. If my cup isn't full physically, mentally, spiritually, I can't really care about plastic pollution or equality for people or fighting systemic racism. Like if I'm too tired or down to get out of bed, then how am I going to activate for all these really important things that I care about? So I use my cup throughout the day because I'm always drinking something as a little checkpoint for me to be like, okay, how full is my cup today? How am I feeling today? As of recently, because restrictions are still really high and we want to be careful, I've went back to Zoom meetings every single week, and I've refined them to be called wild swims. It's pretty chilly in the water right now, but we're doing a little, we've got some Wim Hof inspiration, cold water immersion. There's a lot of physical and mental health benefits, and I'm stoked because my friend Christy is with me today, and I don't have to do it alone. So here we go.
Last time we did this, the sand was so cold. It felt like we were walking on snow.
Yeah. The reason I started doing the wild swims is because I realized surfing is next level. It's pretty hard and it excludes a lot of people. We're all water women and we're all water people. And so I felt like with the wild swims and just walking out into the water and bobbing for 10 minutes was a lot more inclusive of a lot more people. I don't like to be cold in general. It takes your breath away. When you get in the cold water, it takes your breath away and you gasp. Your immediate reaction is to kind of gasp, and then you find your breath, and then you remind yourself, like, just breathe through this discomfort. And then within 60 seconds, the water is wrapping you in this giant hug and you're like, okay, I can do this. Like, if we're not evolving, what are we doing? There are so many physical and mental benefits to getting in the cold water that it's a bit of an addiction to keep going back to it. So that has been, when I feel like complaining or not so inspired to go out, those other women getting in the water around the world, even if I've never met them, I'm super inspired by them, and it's motivation for me to get in. Community brings me so much happiness and fills my cup full because I get to be surrounded by other like-minded people, hear ideas, get creative, get curious, get inspired. Community for me is a big key to happiness.